Hello my dear students, let's start our today's topic. Our today's topic is triangle. Before start this topic, let me tell you one thing. The geometry portion I have started earlier, lines and angles was already completed. And today's I am starting triangle, which is very important from your exam point of view. Many questions come from this chapter. You can expect 8 to 10 marks from this chapter. So it is very important chapter. Got it? So let's start. Why study triangle? What is the application of triangle in our day-to-day life? A very good example of uses of triangle. If you are standing behind a lamp post and you want to know the height of the lamp post, at first if you know the distance from you to base part of a lamp post, and if you finding the angle of this triangle, then you can easily get the height of the lamp post. In bridge, the concept of triangle is used. The concept of triangle is used in also roof of the house and construct of signboard. It is also used in astronomy a lot. For zooming in and zooming out, the concept of triangles is very much used. In the physics world, triangle concept is used a lot. Also in carpentry and furniture, you should know about the concept of triangle. There are so many applications of triangle in the world. So you see that this chapter is very much important. Okay, so concentrate on it and let's start. So what is triangle? We know that a closed surface area surrounded by three line segment is called a triangle. Here you see that A, B, C are three vertices of this triangle, and side AB, BC and AC are three sides of this triangle, and angle A, angle B and angle C are three angles of this triangle. Okay, tri means three. Three sides, three angle and three vertices are there. Okay. We can classify a triangle by on the basis of sides and on the basis of angles. At first, we can classify the triangle based on side. First one is equilateral triangle. When the three sides are equal of a triangle, then we can say that this triangle is a equilateral triangle. Here ABC is a equilateral triangle. See, AB is equal to BC and equal to CA. Three sides are equal, so it is a equilateral triangle. In the second figure, this is a isosceles triangle. Here AB and AC are equal. So in a triangle, when two sides are equal, then it is called a isosceles triangle. Last one is scalene triangle. See, in triangle ABC, three sides are unequal, 8 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 4 centimeter. This triangle is called a scalene triangle. Okay. Next, right angle triangle. On the basis of angle, we can classify a triangle in three types. Right angle triangle, where one angle is 90 degree, then a triangle is called a right angle triangle. Next, acute angle triangle. In a triangle, when each angle is less than 90 degree, then this triangle is called a acute angle triangle. Last one is obtuse angle triangle. See, here the angle this angle is greater than 90 degree, then this triangle is called a obtuse triangle. Next, median of triangle. Let ABC is a triangle. From vertex A to the opposite side BC, if the midpoint of BC is D. See, midpoint of BC is D. From A, I draw a line segment. We got it? AD is a line segment. Then AD is called median of a triangle. Like this, from the vertex B to its opposite side AC, if we draw in the midpoint of AC is E. Okay. If we join B to E, then we get BE. And also from vertex C to the midpoint of AB, we get a line segment CF. These three line segments are called medians. In a triangle, there are three medians, and the midpoint, see, three medians meet at G, intersect each other at G. This midpoint is called the centroid. Okay. These 3 points meet each other at G. That means these three medians are concurrent and cut at G, at centroid. Okay. Remember, median always, all three medians are always inside a triangle, not outside. Clear? Next, altitude. Altitude or height of a triangle. From the vertex B, if we draw a perpendicular from the base AC, then we get a altitude or height of the triangle. There are three altitude of a triangle. Remember, altitude may be inside of the triangle or outside of the triangle. If we take this type of triangle and the A, B and C, then if you draw AH, see, this altitude is outside the triangle. Okay, remember it. Next, exterior angle of triangle. The exterior angle of triangle is equal to the sum of its two interior opposite angles. Here D is the exterior angle. See, if you join this D and C, we get 180 degree. Okay, D and C, and also D is equal to A plus B. The exterior angle of triangle is equal to the sum of its two interior angle. Got it? Next, objectives in this lesson. Define the congruence of triangle. Next, state the criteria for the congruence of two triangle. Number 3, some properties of triangle. Number 4, inequalities in a triangle. First one is defining the congruence of triangle. What is congruence? Two line segments are congruent if they are of the same length. Okay. Two angles are congruent if they have equal degree measures. Two squares are said to be congruent if they have equal sides. Two circles are congruent if they have equal ready. Two polygons are said to be congruent if they are the same size and shape. Okay. Here two triangles are given, ABC and XYZ. These two triangles are congruent if these two triangles are overlap each other. When the shape and size is equal, then two figures are called congruent. If only shapes is equal, then we can call that these two figures are similar. So remember, all congruent figure is similar, but all similar figure may not be congruent. Clear? Here angle A is equal to angle X. Angle B is corresponds to angle Y. Angle C is corresponds to angle Z. And also this side AB is equal to XY. AC is equal to XZ or ZX, and BC is equal to YZ. Clear? All the sides and all the angles are equal. Then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if all the sides and all the angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angle of the other triangle. Clear? We can use this sign as congruent. When two triangles are congruent, then we can write as this. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. Okay. Next, this also means that A corresponds to X, angle B corresponds to angle Y, angle C corresponds to angle Z. For any two congruent triangle, the corresponding parts are equal and termed as CPCT. That means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Criteria for congruence of two triangles. SAS means side angle side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angles of one triangle are equal to the one sides and the included angle of other triangle. Number 2, ASA, angle side angle congruence. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. AAS, angle side congruence. Two triangles are congruent if any two parts of one angle and one pair of corresponding sides of are equal. SSS means side congruence. If three sides of one triangle are equal to the three sides of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Last one is RHS, right angle hypotenuse side congruence. If in two right angle triangle the hypotenuse and one side of one triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. So, SAS congruent, side angle side. From these two triangles ABC and PQR, here side AC is equal to PQ. AC is equal to PR, not PQ, PR. Okay. Then BC is equal to QR. Angle C is equal to angle R. Then triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by side angle side. Write in bracket. Okay. Next, ASA congruence. Two triangles ABC and DEF are called congruent if angle A is equal to angle D. Angle A means angle BAC is equal to angle EDF, and side AC is equal to side DF, and also this angle C is equal to angle F. Angle ACB is equal to angle DFE. Then these two triangles are congruence by ASA congruence. Next, AAS congruence means angle side. Two angles, angle A is equal to angle P and angle B is equal to angle Q, and side BC is equal to side QR, larger side. Then these two triangles are also congruent. SSS congruence. Two triangles are congruent by side. If three sides are equal. If AC is equal to PR and BC is equal to QR and AB is equal to PQ, then these two triangles are called congruent to each other. Okay, by sides congruence. Next, RHS congruence. ABC and DEF, these two triangles are congruent if angle B is equal to angle E, since these two angles is 90 degree, and AC is equal to DF and any side BC is equal to EF. Then these two triangles are also congruent. Okay. Next, properties of triangle. A triangle in which two sides are equal in length is called isosceles triangle. So, in triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle if side AB is equal to side AC. Clear? Angle opposite to equal side of an isosceles triangle are equal. See, ABC is a isosceles triangle. Here AB is equal to AC. For this side AB, opposite angle is C, and for this side AC, opposite angle is B. This angle is also, if AB is equal to AC, then B equal to angle B equal to angle C. Okay. The side opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. Again, if ABC is an isosceles triangle, angle B is equal to angle C. The opposite side of this angle B is AC and the opposite side of this angle C is AB. Here it is given that if angle B equal to angle C, then side AB is also is equal to side AC. Okay. Next, inequalities in a triangle. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposite to the longer side is larger or greater. Here ABC is a, let ABC this triangle, three sides are unequal. This is a isosceles triangle. Scalene triangle. All the sides are unequal. It is given that if 9 plus 8, if we add these two sides, 9 plus 8, it is always greater than to third side, greater than to 10. If you add 8 plus 10, it is greater than to 9. If you add 10 plus 9, it is greater than to third side, that means greater than to 8. So, sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. The summary of this chapter is two figures are congruent if they are of the same shape and size. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle is equal to the two sides and the included angle, then the two triangles are congruent by side angle side. Okay. Number 3, if two angle and the included side of one triangle are equal to the two angle and the included side of other triangle, then the two triangle are congruent by ASA criteria. Next one, number 4, if two angles and the one side of one triangle is equal to the two angle and the corresponding side of other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by angle side criteria. Number 5, if three sides of a triangle is equal to the three sides of other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by SSS, means side criteria. Number 6, if in two right angle triangle, hypotenuse one side of triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent by RHS criteria. Next, angle opposite to equal sides of a triangle are equal. Side opposite to equal angle of a triangle are equal. Each angle of equilateral triangle are 60 degree. In a triangle, angles opposite to the longer side is larger. In a triangle, side opposite to the larger angle is longer. Sum of any two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. That's all of today's class. Thank you.